Hello, how you doing today, folks? It's Raged back for another reaction to My Hero Academia Vigilantes, episode number 9. Last episode, we met Captain Celebrity, the number one hero in America at the time, I guess, of this setting, this story setting taking place. Because I believe it's, I should have looked it up. I believe it's Star and Stripe, but who knows? Yeah, they met him, saw that he was kind of, more of a celebrity than a superhero for sure. He was a bit scandalous with, affairs and such. And now he's rebranded to something I still don't understand, but we'll move on from that. Also, we found out Kuichi's mom is coming by and he needs a girlfriend. So hopefully it's not Pop. And yeah, they're still trying out Trigger on random villains. We don't know where that's going exactly with that storyline because we know Trigger shows up later, but it seems like All for One's more kind of involved this time, which we didn't actually see much of in the regular series. That was more of an overhaul plot. Yeah, we didn't see One for All in overhaul. He really teaming up, so he must get it at some point. But he also gets it. Actually, I don't know if overhaul was dealing with Trigger. Definitely showed up around Overhaul's arc, but he was doing the quirky racing bullets. I might be wrong on that one. I'll have to look it up or something. Probably won't look it up, but yeah. Well, let's get into this episode. If you guys enjoyed my reaction, like the video, comment your thoughts down below, and subscribe for future reactions. Let's go.
Nice to meet you.
Okay.
I'm your son's girlfriend.
Nice.
Makoto Sukauchi at your service, ma'am.
Lovely young lady you are. Koichi! Don't lie to
What?
me! Why would a girl as beautiful as her
What's that quirk again?
Do you
Damn.
take me for a fool? You saw through it that quickly?
Please. And hey, who knows? I haven't ruled out the possibility of dating him in the future.
You shouldn't get a woman's
Nice.
hopes up like that. Don't use
Or
empty
guys.
promises just to pacify me. And yet, I do adore how well-spoken you are.
Hello, ma'am. It's nice to meet you.
Huh? What's up? Whoa, hang on! No way for it to get worse at this point. You might as well stick around and see if we can't convince her that I'm popular.
Isn't it exactly that attitude that got you into this mess in the first place?
Oh, she's a girl. And I guess she hangs around here a lot.
How is he that bad at this?
Why would a random neighborhood girl hang
She's
out here?
I'd like to know that
a
too.
bit on the younger side.
Well,
Oh, we have guests here?
huh?
Hello, Daddy.
Ew.
Listen, he's far too old for you. You're better off sticking to men your own age.
Hello, ma'am.
Okay.
My name is Kuruiwa.
That was
My,
interesting.
what a gent.
Ah, you're with a nonprofit. Now I'm curious what kind of work your
Okay,
company does.
that makes sense.
We help the local governments and neighborhoods.
I'm curious if it's
A
real.
little support can go
I
a
would
long
guess it
way
is.
in tricky areas like East Naruhata. Put simply, our company recruits volunteers like these two youngsters. He's permitted us to use his place as something of a meeting room. The location's ideal, and the rooftop is great for me to teach basic self-defense.
Totally! He did call you master, and there's no doubt you're built like a monster. Look at these muscles! Surely you have a history in some kind of specialized
Okay.
line of work?
I am here!
Take Koichi. He wanted nothing more as a kid than to be a hero. But I think he went about it all wrong. I saw him imitating All Might, poking his nose into fights and getting hurt. I'll tell you, I've never been sure whether to describe my boy as unreliable or reckless.
No! Neither one is true!
Kazuho, feel free to speak up.
Would you spit it out already?
I don't need this. I
I
really don't need this plotline.
My, the poor thing. I guess I shouldn't question a girl I just met so hard.
It wasn't about the question. You just shouted at her.
Why are you standing here? You should go after her!
Yeah. I've gotcha! You're good. I'm surprised how clumsy you are when you're not leaping through the air.
Hey, I'm going home unless you have something urgent you want to say!
Nah, nothing urgent, really.
Compliment her.
You look so casual.
Nice.
Yeah. Casual.
Did she slap him? That was?
All this effort and I look casual!
Yep.
Back at our starting point of Tokyo Station, where we'll say goodbye.
Okay. Ominous cat.
Wonderful taking the day to go sightseeing with you, Makoto. Not every day I meet someone as lovely as you.
What?
I'm not going to ask you to marry my son again, but say the word and I would gladly trade Koichi for you.
Yeah,
What?
thanks. And where would I
Wild.
wind up in this situation?
A free agent.
Okay, a cat with a quirk? This can't be good. I was like, what the fuck's going on? What the fuck is going on?
Something's got a hold of that bus. A cat?
That's wild looking.
It's not like a cat can give me any info on Trigger. I'll leave it to the pros.
Okay, wow. That was a choice. Oh, he's back.
Look, it's him.
Turbo Hero Ingenium on the...
Okay, so that's what he needs the
Master! And what's he holding?
the cloth.
A cat toy?
Assuming position. Then we'll transfer the passengers.
I couldn't say why, but the bus
They're
is
pulling
ahead.
his speed.
Careful not to startle it.
I was curious at first.
Everyone, we're gonna have you move into the trailer next to us. My staff will ensure you get there safely.
Up, down. Up, down. Up, down.
Okay, that's convenient.
We wouldn't want today to have a boring ending.
Okay. I guess it's a cat, so it probably needed a smaller dose.
Anyone! We need a mobility core! Here! I'm the guy who's pretty fast on his feet. The Crawler!
Say what now?
Don't bother them, Koichi! This is no
Oh my
time for
gosh.
amateur! Why is it that you never know your place?
I know my place! It's right in front of me, Mom!
That's the cruller.
I'll keep the villain occupied.
Sure.
Meanwhile, Ingenium
That's what it takes for you now to find out his identity.
Just gotta make sure it all goes right.
Is there only one person left on the train? Or the bus?
Over! Recipro!
Nice. He's going so fast. He's going as fast as the bus.
It's all right.
Oh my gosh.
The cruller. Hold up your Koichi.
Yep. Okay, you gotta save her, bro. That was the point of the whole thing.
I'm not done! Engine mod!
Okay. Oh gosh.
Acceleration!
Ingenium's jumping to the other side. He can easily take us. I just need
I was like, he could just go up
the side of the bus and grab
up
onto
with the bus.
his hand.
That's so cool. Oh gosh.
I can't reach. He'll make up for it through force of will. Accelerate!
What?
As a kid, he used to be able to fly, you know? Imagine a baby
Oh my
floating
gosh.
through the air before he could even
I did
stand
not
on
see
two
this one coming at all.
Maybe too worried. I started using my
Oh.
quirk to bring him back down to earth. Lesson learned.
We can't stop them from flying. We can only teach them how to land when they fall.
Oh god. Yeah, he's gotta learn now.
Koichi.
Nailed it.
Today didn't go quite the way anyone expected. But between you and me, would you still give my boy a chance?
You've gotta find a little chill, Mom.
What can I say?
Yay.
Well, it certainly isn't to know.
Oh, come on. Don't encourage her, Makoto.
Oh, there he goes.
Birdie see him. Try.
It seemed
Not
easier
being
to
able
do it
go
on 2
obstacles could be
feet,
useful.
so I don't know if that would help at all.
Like I was actually able to fly. It was awesome.
You sure you weren't imagining things? A hallucination born from a sad man with a lame quirk.
No. It really happened. I just don't know how I did it.
All right, so that was episode number 9 of My Hero Academia Vigilantes. Overall, I had I had a good time with this episode. Yeah, cool seeing Koichi's new quirk ability, like what it actually is. I knew he had an upgrade. I was already spoiled on that part. I just didn't know what exactly it was. So, he's been going faster. Like I said, he was going as fast as a bus. So it was obvious it was upgrading, but he also now is able to fly, which is pretty awesome. And I was pretty surprised by that moment. Also, it seems it's nice seeing him and Makoto seemingly getting there in a relationship. I really hope that's how this goes. Like I said, I don't know if Pop is a middle schooler or a high schooler. I can't really tell from the outfit. It looks more middle school when I look at anime. That's usually something they wear in middle school. I might look that up just to make sure because I don't think they've said her age. But I'm just not for that plot line of her liking Koichi at all. Like it makes sense. She's young. I don't need. I really don't. I really hope it doesn't go that way with them too. Maybe I'm alone on that one, but yeah. Like if she was 18 when they met, like this time around, because he doesn't remember her from a long time ago. Maybe I guess, but she's still in high school. It'd still be weird. So I just don't see that relationship going anywhere. We saw Ingenium. That's cool. Seeing like a full version of Ida, full grown version of Ida. I don't know if his blasters or his like engines are on his arms though. That might be the main difference. I forget if that's how his quirk works exactly. But it was cool seeing him back again. If we don't know if Knuckle Dusters actually works for a I don't know if it's a nonprofit, but I forget what they called it. But if he actually works there, if that's like a cover story, but he said he had somewhere to go, so I wouldn't be surprised. Also, like they're very like obvious with their secret identities. I feel like they like Knuckle Duster was there with the civilians unmasked, but still wearing the trench coat. I'm like, okay. Koichi keeps on trying like taking off his jacket and being like showing his face. Not even like today where like Makoto found out, but just in general. Yeah, overall I had fun with this episode. It was weird with the cat getting a quirk. We haven't seen that other than with the principal in My Hero of an animal getting a quirk. So it's kind of scary when you think of like triggering just a bunch of animals. That would be, especially if animals don't have quirks and they're not like prepared for that. That'd be crazy. But overall, I enjoyed this episode. Hope you guys enjoyed my reaction. If you did like the video, comment your thoughts down below and subscribe for future reactions. Hope you guys have a good day and goodbye.